Favor of fucking running camera for most everybody and running the YouTube channel for this open mic in the general Chico comedy scene. Fucking awesome! Yeah. So fucking welcome him to the stage warmly and give him your love. Jerm Leather.
Wow, that is a tall mic stand. How's it going, kids? Heyo! Heyo! So, you know how you live in this fantasy world where you convince yourself that you're a good person?
Never.
Like, every day you're like, hey man, sure, maybe I spent a lot of money on eBay today, but it's not like I ever, like, murdered anybody. So you say dumb shit like that to yourself. While Phil was on, who's not paying attention, but that's fine. While Phil was on, I was filming him, and a young woman came in from the patio, and I saw the mat flip up, and I thought, holy shit, she's gonna trip. Holy shit, she's gonna trip. And I had all this fucking anxiety. I was like, Phil, you're doing great, but man, if I don't catch this girl tripping on that fucking mat, I'm gonna hate myself for the rest of the night. So then she didn't trip, so I didn't feel bad. But man, that would have been funny. So the other day I told my wife that I was worried about doing comedy because it had been a while since I'd done it, because I was working my shitty day job. And she said, honey, don't worry about it. It's like riding a bike. And I said, oh, honey, you're right. You're right, right? Doing comedy is just like riding a bike. It's a lot more fun to do it high. And anybody you tell that you do this probably won't be impressed enough to want to fuck you. So, very similar to riding a bicycle, kids. Oh, goodness gracious. How is everybody? You're all being a wonderful audience tonight. The last time I was here, there was a Sierra Nevada party, and my set consisted of me screaming at a crowd of people that didn't care that I was there. So it's a lot like every family reunion, really. Just a lot of me saying like, hey, look at me, and then being like, you're a fucking loser, fuck off. I think Justin talked about holiday movies. One of my biggest holiday memories was when I was about 14 years old, my family, including my elderly family members, all gathered together to watch The Shining on Christmas Eve. A lovely holiday film. A great way to commemorate the day that my mom hit my dad with a baseball bat and knocked him down a flight of stairs. But you know what? I think she was a bit off. Because I was there and my dad clearly said, I don't want to hit you, I just want to bash your fucking brain. Wait, no, that's the movie. That's the movie. That's The Shining. Hang on. No, okay, that is the movie. My dad hit my mom with the bait. No. I'm adopted. That was a weird transition. Okay. So it's weird being overweight. I quit smoking a few years ago, and yeah, I don't fucking... Thank you, but it's fine. I miss smoking more than I miss most of my family. I could live without all of them if cigarettes were just healthy for fucking 10 minutes. Oh, delicious, delicious cigarettes. Anyway, you quit smoking and then you rediscover food. Holy shit, this is what it tastes like? I've been having a quarter of the taste buds that I'm supposed to have all this time. So anyways, I discovered food in a big way. I'm talking like a 90-pound way. And now here's the problem with being overweight. When you're overweight, that is how people see you. In other words, I'm not Jerm Leather, the funny guy, or Jerm Leather, the kind and general person, or even Jerm Leather, the guy who's pretty good at Scrabble, surprisingly. I'm Jerm Leather, the fat comedian. It's true. It's fine. It's fine. But I think it's rather strange. It's the closest I can get to feeling what it must be like to be in what is considered a social minority. Because obviously fat people are the only people it's totally acceptable to make fun of. Everybody knows that. I'm not going to go down that road. It's true. Nobody here will ever stand up and be like, hey, that's a person. If you say, oh, eat another Twinkie, fatty. Oh, you hear that laughter? Evil laughter. Evil laughter. If I had just said, oh, fucking hang a person. I don't know what's happening. I'm not going on. But it's weird that no matter what I do, that's how I'm known. So don't be surprised later on tonight if you're telling about this evening and you go, Oh, that guy Jerm Leather did such and such. Who? Oh, the fat comedian. And then they'll be like, which one? Oh. No, I'm not. The one with the hat, I guess. Don't ever wear hats, any other overweight comedians, because you'll fuck up my vibe, dog. So, pizza parties hosted by 5-year-olds are very similar to gangbangs. Hear me out. Because the more people in attendance, the less likely I am to want to eat anything. Yeah. I wish I closed with that so you could all be like, God, that guy is fucked up. So the internet age is a weird thing. The internet, kids. Everybody everywhere can complain about anything at any time now, and it's easy as pie. It used to be you had to take the time to write out a letter and put it in your mailbox if you wanted to complain to a company or a celebrity. But now any crazy old lady with a house full of cats wearing sweaters can send off a message to a company and complain. Oh, dear Hormel, I ate your spicy chili with onions the other day, and I noticed that the onion pieces were cut into 1/4-inch pieces instead of 1/2-inch pieces. Why, Mr. Mittens refused to eat his portion, and I'm very dissatisfied. It's ridiculous. But by that same token, say you're pissed off at a celebrity. What's the name of that bitch? Megyn Kelly? Yeah. Megyn Kelly? Yeah. Say you're pissed off at Megyn Kelly. Used to be, you had to form a fucking crazy scheme to get back at her. Like, you had to figure out, okay, how am I going to get that bitch for saying that racist, fucked up shit? Oh, I know. So what you would have to do is start getting really, really good at baking raspberry tarts. Because you heard that Megyn Kelly fucking loves raspberry tarts. That bitch can't get enough of that shit. So you start just baking and baking and baking. You take fucking time off work, a year off of work, to get really good at baking raspberry tarts. You get a hold of a lawyer and you convince that lawyer to give you power of attorney over your parents. So that you can take all their retirement money and you can go fucking make a bakery in her home city. So you go and you take all that knowledge and you take all that money you just stole from your parents and you start a bakery. And you hire all the people and you buy all the equipment and you start making these fucking amazing raspberry tarts. And then you decide, well, fuck, I gotta get the word out. So you hire a team of corgi puppies and they're all gonna run around and they're all gonna have little signs advertising your bakery. And soon enough, before you know it, the day finally comes. Holy shit, Megyn Kelly has heard about the delicious raspberry tarts that you make. And she wants to have you on the show, and she's going to interview you and eat a raspberry tart live on Fox fucking News for everybody to see. So you stay up all night.
You're still a snitch.
You're going to get that bitch. Don't worry, sir. You're going to get that bitch. So sure enough, the next day, you go in, she bites into what she thinks is going to be a delicious raspberry tart. But no, it's filled with fucking lemon filling. Fuck you, Megyn Kelly, you fucking lemon-hating bitch. That's what you get. That's the way it used to be. But now we just write on Twitter, Megyn Kelly's a fucking cunt. And I like the old way better myself. My parents don't. They wish I hadn't started the bakery, but it was worth it. It was worth it. So the other day, I found out what it's like to have identity theft for the first time. My bank sent me an email saying that someone elsewhere in the country had access to my bank account. I was like, holy shit, I can't believe this is happening. And you may wonder, like, how did they know? Well, someone in Manhattan had been using my bank account. Now, if anybody in the world should know how broke I am better than I do, it's my fucking bank. So what they don't tell you about identity theft is they call you up and they go over your recent transactions, what purchases you've made, and they ask for details. And it starts off pretty simple, you know. Oh, $14 to Cinemark. Yeah, I went and saw a movie. Oh, $56 to Safeway. Yeah, I bought some groceries for a barbecue. And then you realize that on paper you sound either like a complete pervert or a serial killer. They say, oh, you got something from fetishgear.com. Oh yeah, I bought some latex stockings. No big deal. Oh, but what about this crossbow? Well, sometimes I like to buy crossbows and shoot at things. Oh, but what about the 6 rolls of duct tape and the 30 fucking heavy-duty garbage bags? Wait a minute, isn't this getting a little personal? What about the 38-pound tub of lube? Well, let me get into that. That's not important. It's none of your business. And in the end, you have to just be like, you know what? I bought all that stuff because I love my mom, bro. I love my mom. I'm Jerm Leather. That was